what's poppin'? Let's get it. Till I cross that line, I can't quit it. Can't take that step, I can't risk it. My body's on the road, no indecision. Brothers what you preach, my nigga, no interference. Get on your grind, my nigga, and make them feel it. When you break through the top, the sky's the limit. Don't forget where he came and not to mention. KRC to THA, DOE to CRT. Really solid for whatever they say. Give my bitch with friends.
Hello everybody, welcome to Parkerx. I'm David Parker and I have your breaking news. And shout out to All the Dawn. That was All the Dawn's latest hit, It's Poppin'. Make sure you go out and get that. It's one of the hottest records out right now. We have a lot to get caught up with in the news and entertainment and in politics. So everybody, hit that like button and that subscribe button and let's get going. There were reports earlier this week that Puff Daddy had stopped eating. Reports is that he's paranoid about the food. He don't know who he can trust, so he decided to stop eating. People say he got wind of a hunger strike going on in several penitentiaries in New York, and he decided to join in. And since then, we have reports that Puff Daddy is now eating again. I guess he might have got the type of food he wants, or he's satisfied on the security that's going on in there. Early reports had him crying for his mother when he first got there, when he was in the area of the jail known as the Shoe, which is one of the roughest areas in jail. And there was reports that he was crying all night, his first couple of nights there. Puff Daddy now have a roommate, a man by the name of Sam Banksman. And if you have not heard of him, he worked for XFO company. He was a cryptocurrency trader, and he was convicted on 7 counts of embezzlement, wire fraud, and a bunch of other charges. And he was sentenced to 25 years in jail. And he's sitting in the same jail cell as Puff Daddy, waiting on his appeal. I don't know how that happens. They're gonna let him sit there until his appeals are exhausted. In other news, Puff Daddy's son, Christian Combs, could be the next one charged. There is a allegation that he sexually assaulted a woman on a yacht. And now those allegations have came forward, and the authorities have those records in their possessions. And supposedly the lady said it was corroborated by several witnesses who were there, and she's naming names. And now he may be the next one from the Puff Daddy family to be arrested. We have a lot of pictures surfacing on the internet and everywhere, and it makes you wonder who's leaking these. We have a lot of very important celebrities' names have been leaked to suspect activities at Puff Daddy's freak-offs, including Jay-Z is one of the notable names. And there are a lot of pictures surfacing with Jay-Z at freak-offs in compromising positions in gigantic beds with other celebrities and other people. There's reports that Beyonce attended these also, and she was heavily involved in this also. So stay tuned. Suge Knight spoke out from jail on his podcast about it and said one thing Puff Daddy better not do is be called Brother Love while he's in jail. That would be a terrible look for him. And he said that it was a known fact that Puff Daddy had an enabler, someone who was bringing in the underage girls, and he gave a name. Stay tuned for that. And if you would like to get the full report, look it up on the internet and Google Suge Knight, what he says about Puff Daddy. It is very, very interesting. And now we're seeing there is a lot of people who are leaving Puff Daddy's side. Clive Davis, a name that was associated with Puff Daddy from his very beginning, supposedly one of the very early investors in Bad Boys, supposedly someone who may have groomed Puff Daddy to be the man that he is today. Well, there is a video surfacing where a reporter asked him what did he think about the Puff Daddy situation. And Clive Davis conveniently said he couldn't understand what the man was saying and didn't hear him and had no idea who this guy is. So now you can see the dots are beginning to be connected here. This guy who was a lifelong supporter of Puff Daddy, someone who everyone thinks could have been one protecting him or actually letting all of this information out. Now he don't know who Puff Daddy is. Which brings another question up, the timing of all of this. The video of Cassie Ventura that surfaced, and this was an incident that happened over 7 years ago. And look at the timing of it. It surfaces right after Puff Daddy had signed his agreement to pay her $30 million, supposedly, in an agreement. And then the video surfaces and everything gets out. Now, how does that happen? How does a video that happened 7 years ago resurfaces at that particular time? That have you wondering. And then you have a lot of people are saying now that it's a lot more, that Puff Daddy happened to be someone convenient that are serving their purpose. We have reports that the timing of this arrest coincided with the shooting that happened to President Donald Trump, or ex-President Donald Trump. And that was done to distract everybody from what was going on. Well, you're going to have all kind of theories and conspiracies going on, and you're going to have to make sure you look at them and listen to them and actually see what makes sense to you. And one of the things we would like to talk about a little later on in this situation is the government have to have a star witness here. And now we see there's a lot of people that could be cooperating. And from reports that we're getting, two of the star witnesses could be Usher and Kevin Hart. Usher is at the center of a lot of controversy. He's at the center because from reports and evidence that has been gathered, that he has been with Puff Daddy and around in his inner circle since a very young age. And he has a lot to say. And I believe a lot of these people will be given immunity from prosecution. Another person is a person of interest is Kevin Hart, who is on video being one of the ringleaders narrating the Puff Daddy parties, which the prosecution would like to know, what else were you doing since you were the person who were going all over the house and all of these different places narrating what's going on, and even in some instances being involved. So now you can see where this is going. We have a lot of people that's probably already cooperating. And remember, Cat Williams always told us that Kevin Hart is an industry plant. And he was planted there to get Puff Daddy, among other people. You have Cuba Gooding Jr. involved here. You have allegations of Puff Daddy and Aaron Hall assaulting a woman. Very graphic. If you would like to look into that, pull it up, and I'm sure this is one of the things that they are looking into. They're looking into Justin Bieber, who could be a star witness, who at a very young age was under Puff Daddy's wing and has a lot to say. He was at a lot of the freak-offs at a very early age, so I'm sure he's on the witness list and has a lot to say. And now we see that the mayor of New York has been dragged into not this Puff Daddy thing, but he is involved in a criminal indictment of money laundering and things, tax schemes, and favors that he's doing for other countries. Whatever it is, this is the man who gave Puff Daddy, not less than a year ago, the keys to the city. And now they have him indicted on bribery and fraud charges. And mind you, this is the man that gave him the keys to the city. Go figure that. And also, one of the things that I've been hearing from reports we're getting is that Puff Daddy has not played all of his cards yet. Puff Daddy supposedly have compromising photos and information on everyone. But that may not be what he needs to get himself out of this. I'm hearing that Puff Daddy knows that he's going to do some time. And he's playing a long game. And he's betting all of his chips on Donald Trump winning the election. Donald Trump and Puff Daddy have a history that goes back a long time. And one of the things that Donald Trump do is remember his friends in a good way or bad way. And he is good on pardoning people. And in the end, this is what Puff Daddy final card is that he's willing to play. Provided Donald Trump win the election, he has a get out of jail free card. You just watch what I say. And then there's other people that's involved here. Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes has surfaced in a lot of pictures with Puff Daddy. Busta Rhymes, according to people close to him, bodyguards, saying Busta Rhymes is secretly a gay man who hates women. You have pictures circulating all over the internet of Busta Rhymes in dresses, acting feminine. You have reports from his closest people saying the violence he had toward women. And then you see a lot of the early pictures of Puff Daddy and Busta Rhymes in very suspect positions. Very suspect. So you see, they saying that the government have over 300 people on their witness list. And now you seeing people named surface that you wouldn't see surfacing. You have people who we thought has always been straight that has been part of this thing that's going on in Hollywood. And I suggest everybody keep up on what's going on, because this keeps getting more stranger by the day. This is David Parker from davidparkerx. Breaking news. Stay tuned. We're going to keep you on top of everything related to Puff Daddy, the election, and all things interesting to my viewers. Thank you very much.